Who wins? The young, hot prospect who everyone expects to shine, or the champion with the grit, the dog who feels he still hasn't got his respect? We're talking about a breakdown of the WBC Super Welterweight title. Challenger Erickson Lubin taking on champion Jermell Charlo. This is RRT Boxing, Mr.A. We're going to do a breakdown and prediction. Let's get into it. Now, like I said, the young hot prospect, Erickson Lubin, fast tracked, maybe. You got the champion, Jermell Charlo, under the new trainer of Derrick James. I believe it's his third fight. He became more of a power puncher, crisper shots. Hasn't felt he's getting his respect as a champion. What will happen? What will happen? Tell you right now, before I do this breakdown, I'm going to ask you to thumbs up the video, thumbs up the channel, share it, do all that good thing to help me grow. Now, I also predict that this fight is ending in a knockout. Oh yeah, breakdown time. Feet first, the way I do it, feet on up, feet and legs. These guys are very much equal, I believe, in a lot of categories. Now I'm going to go with the feet of first Erickson Lubin, the challenger. He tends to get a good amount of leverage into his punches. I'm not sure if it's his length or let me say this. He leans with a lot of leverage of his punches. I don't know if his feet work gives him a lot of leverage. I don't think his feet are as good as his legs. You know, he can move around with his legs, but his feet work to me is a little squared up at points and a little wide on his delivery of punches. It's his legs that allow him to get in different angles on his opponents. As for Jermell Charlo, under the guidance of Derrick James, I'm noticing he's a in and out fighter. He could get to inside quicker than he used to. Both these guys don't have tremendous feet and legs. They're very average to me. But I'm going to go with Jermell Charlo in the fact that under the guidance of Derrick James, he's become a better power delivery. And I think that's due to more having his feet placed for his punches. And he gets in and out after his shots pretty decently. While Lubin, to me, uses a lot of squared up motions on his shots. He leans forward with his shots with his legs. And I think his legs, to me, and his feet get a little planted and get a little stiff-legged on his combinations. So I'm giving the feet and legs to Jermell Charlo. Two average fighters on these attributes go with Jermell Charlo. Just my opinions, of course. This is on Mr.A, RRT Boxing. Now from there we're going to go to defense with the waist movement and their guard. I'm saying Lubin, he changes levels pretty decently. He'll drop down, he does his little squat things, and more showboating. I don't think he'll be able to do that with Charlo, unless it's at a very safe range. He doesn't do too much slipping punches. I think he gets hit pretty often, and it's been by a very low power competition. They say he fought everyone with a winning record, but look at the people they've been beating. So his defense is very suspect. It's a mediocre high guard, catch and release type puncher. Whereas Charlo, I believe, is the same thing. I think these guys are very average to me. Very average right now. And I think Charlo, he has a tendency to get hit with a jab a little too often. He to me has better waist movement. He's a little more agile in his legs and the darting in and out. Waist movement, I think he could slip and right punches better than Lubin. So I'm going to give him the slight edge in that department. Now, as in punching power, punch variation, combination, I'm going to give the combinations and speed. The combinations I'm giving to Lubin. Speed, I'm going to give the speed and power. Well, it's a crazy one. It's a confusing one, I should say. The combinations, I give the punch variations, the combinations, and I give it to Lubin. I think he's more fluid with his punches. It doesn't seem like he thinks what he's going to throw. He just throws it very relaxing, and they land somewhat. But for the most part, they get to the target, I should say. His punches, like I said, he could throw a 4-punch combination, and it comes out just. And then he goes uppercuts, left, rights, 1-2s, uppercuts. But Charlo, he could throw a 1-2, but he throws it very hard and it throws himself off balance. Now, if he throws a 1-2-3, with the force he throws, it leaves a little hiccups in his recoil you to the next punch. And I think somewhere in there you could time those. But his punch and power, I believe, goes to Charlo. His punches just seem to land with more velocity. I think it's due to his feet being a little better set than Lubin's. Like I said, the speed, I think he has. See, this with the speed is different. For what you want to say, just for punch speed, I think Lubin might have the speed, but for the combinations, Lubin throws higher volume of combinations with that speed, but I don't think they're delivered with the power that Charlo throws his combinations, his 1-2s or 1-2-3s with. So with the power versus the speed, and you mix it all together, I think Charlo has better speed and power with his combinations, with his threes. Throwing like 4s, he loses that speed and power because it's so much recoil time. While Lubin could throw 4 fluently, but he won't throw them as hard. That's, to me, that's how I see that. But still, it's a right there in the middle, like Amir Khan. He throws 4 5s. They're not that strong, but they're good. But then you have someone like Keith Thurman who could throw a 3-punch combo, and they're harder and faster. See, it's like that. Same thing. Lubin, to me, is like he could throw a 4 or 5, very fluid. It'll give you some sting and snap. Or Charlo could throw a nice fast 3 that can knock you out. So I'm going to give the speed and power to Charlo, while this variation with a mixture of speed goes to Lubin, if you quite understand that. Now, my prediction, that knockout that I said will happen, please give a thumbs up, subscribe. I appreciate all that support. I am going with, and still WBC super welterweight champion Jermell Charlo. I'm going with a 4th round knockout of Erickson Lubin. I just don't see it. I see what Lubin can be. I see he has some. I see the punch fluidity. I see it, but the competition he has been given. Yes, all winning records, but nothing to give him a threat to, unless he's doing great sparring, he just has it. You know how everyone says, "Oh, Spence," you can see Spence has it. I don't see Erickson Lubin has it. He's a C plus B minus fighter to me right now. Good punch variation, good speed. Just he hasn't fought someone who I think has the heart, the power, the mind, the athletic ability of a Jermell Charlo. Now, Lubin might have to pressure and throw lots of punches, but I think he'll leave himself open to a counter of Jermell Charlo, and that power it'll be too much. I don't think he'll be able to keep Jermell Charlo off him for 12 rounds with that throwing threes and fours. I don't think he has the movement, and I don't think he has the setup in his boxing style, his frame yet, to deliver the power to be to make Charlo second guess his plan. So I think Charlo's gonna fill him out, and then he's gonna rush him. He's gonna rush him probably within the second round, really put it on him, and I think he's gonna test Lubin to see what he got. And somewhere in the flurry, I say within 5 rounds, but I'm picking a 4th round knockout of Erickson Lubin. That's Jermell Charlo retaining his WBC super welterweight title. That's my breakdown. I'm Mr. A. This is RT Boxing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Thanks for the support. Uppercut, and I'm out.